She says, I came over to your house, I cooked at your house, I brought my kids over, yada yada yada. But Kiafa's like, bitch, that's par for the course. Like, my husband, we entertain a lot. You know, my husband has friends. His friends had, you know, they've got wives, so they come over and I entertain. Like, that doesn't mean we are friends. And I feel her. I feel Kiafa right there. Like, my relationships take a while to develop. Just because we do some superficial, surface level shit and we kiki does not mean that we are friends. Okay, but Miko clearly took that personally, because then she talking about something, oh, it's on, you know, and you know how nasty and dirty I can get. Kiafa says, yeah, me too. So why, you know, why would you even want it to be like that? Miko says. But Kiafa's like, look, I don't give a fuck about you, basically. So why are you tripping? And why are we even sitting here talking about this, right? And Kiafa basically is like, bitch, you ain't special. I mean, because clearly she thinks very, very much of herself. And she thinks that everybody is supposed to be her friend. And she basically wants, seems to me, she wants the same respect from the rest of the ladies that Kiafa has. She wants that same type of reverence, I guess you can say, as Kiafa has. But Kiafa's like, bitch, please, you are not special. And in my opinion, it just seems like Miko is very eager to please Kiafa, you know, because why else would she sit up there and run down the list of shit she did to be her friend? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Miko's talking shit about Kiafa, talking about she don't want to be her friend, and who is Kiafa, and Miko's just very needy. It seems to me like Miko's very needy, and she really, really wants Kiafa's approval. But this is not the way to get it. Okay? So anyway, Asante's still boxing. We see Geneva and Kiafa at the gym for Asante's boxing match. Okay, so he's getting banged up, and Geneva obviously is very nervous, but you know, she's sitting there, she's supporting her man and everything. But we notice that Asante starts to have breathing trouble. He can't breathe through his nose, and we find out later in the episode it's because swelling was caused by hematoma, you know. So and he ends up having to get this whole outpatient procedure and everything, which comes along later in the episode. So now Miko and Geneva, right? Geneva's over at Miko's house, okay? And immediately, as soon as Geneva came in, Miko starts yet again talking about Kiafa. Like, she wants to always talk about Kiafa. And if she wasn't tripping off Kiafa, like she say she not, why is she always talking about Kiafa? Because as soon as Geneva hit the door, she starts talking about Kiafa yet again. And that's when she says, oh, well, it's a line of people lined up to be my friend. Look, bitch, if that's the case, first of all, people don't line up to be nobody's friend, okay? Usually if people are lining up around you, or whatever you, however you try to position yourself, that means they're trying to use you, or they are clowning you. You know what I'm saying? If you think, if your perception is that you got all these people around you that, quote, want to be your friend, that's usually not the case. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So again, if all these people are so pressed to be your friend, why are you sniveling around Kiafa? Okay, and then in Miko's confessional, she still is going on and on about how she thinks that you know, Kiafa wants people to follow down around behind her for a year or two, and just a bunch of bullshit. Now, again, about these damn titties, Miko looked like, y'all seen there's something about Mary, the orange lady, the real orange lady with the funny looking titties. That's what Miko is putting me in the mind of. She just like a shade away, like one spray tan coat away from looking like that orange lady in There's Something About Mary. I don't know. It just gets on my nerves because the titties is just sitting real separate, and she got this bony chest. So it's like these stick figure chicks with these BBW tits. You know what I'm saying? Like she just looked weird with them. Like the titties look like they might be maybe like a C, maybe. But on her body and all them spaces up in here, it looked bad. It looked bad. So anyway, back to the show. They have a gender reveal party, Mike and Kiafa. So, Geneva and Kiafa are talking, and Kiafa's like, where is Asante? I thought he was coming. And that's when Geneva tells Kiafa about the outpatient procedure that has to happen for Asante's nose issue. Okay. So they just, chopping it up real quick, sitting outside talking. And also Mike and Julius are outside talking as well. And they're just, guys talking about the kids and how Julius doesn't want his sons playing football. And we see a short little snippet of Mike talking to little Julius and saying, your dad knows what's good for you, so listen to your dad, because the little boy says that if he doesn't play football, he wants to play baseball. So I like to see that, or whatever. That was real cute thrown in there. But so now on to the gender reveal. They have this really big helium balloon in this box, and they bring it up out of the box, and they pop the balloon, and they see it's a boy, which Mike, he missed it at first. He didn't even know what had happened at first, but it's a boy. He's happy. He said because all he has is girls. And we see after the gender reveal that Mike, Channing, and Julius were all sitting outside smoking cigars, and they were just talking about, the baby coming and everything, and how he was happy that he has a boy coming. Okay. So then this is where we see Asante had his procedure. So he comes out, all this shit right here taped up, right? With the Hazel E thing going on. He had all this shit taped up. Although his shit didn't look as bad as Hazel E's, but he had the whole nose tape Hazel E thing happening, okay? And he still is reeling from the anesthesia and everything, and Geneva's driving him home or whatever. So he had everything done and he was fine, okay? So then we see Miss Stacy, okay? Miss Pregnant Stacy. She's pulling up to have a sit down. I guess they're eating lunch or whatever it was, or some drinks with Crystal and Miko. These three are like the messy trio. So because immediately when when Stacy hops out the truck, she stumbled a little bit. She just like tripped a little bit. Did any of y'all catch that? Let me know in the comments if y'all caught that. But I did see her, maybe her little heel got stuck or something as she was hopping out, but I did see that. So when she gets inside the restaurant, the first thing that comes out of her mouth is something about Kiafa looking like a penis head, I think is what she said. And Miko's just eating it right up, and Crystal's dingbat ass. Like, I'm sorry, but Miko is messy. We've established that. We talk about that. We've been talking about that. Stacy is a shit starter. And Crystal is just a dingbat. And the reason I say that is because this heifer in her confessional is saying that, okay, she don't want to date no more ballers, right? She wants somebody that can make her laugh and smile, yada, 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 okay? But she don't want to deal with nobody who don't have time for her. Maybe she'll get a doctor or a lawyer. But I'm sorry. Okay. So a doctor or a lawyer, they gonna be just as busy, if not busier, than a ball player. Like, because I mean, bitch, they seeing clients and they seeing patients, and so they don't have time to be up under your titty all the time. Like, I just didn't get that. Like, what are you talking about? But anyway, I digress. So anyway, back to the table where the ladies are sitting down. And Miko is bringing up her 7-year anniversary party, which she's inviting them to. And she's telling Stacy, you know, you'll have your chance to say whatever it is you need to say at the party to uh I'm sorry, y'all. She'll have her chance to say her piece at the party, but don't ruin it or some bullshit. Anyway, Stacy says, well, I'm an adult and you don't have to tell me that, whatever, but we seen how you acted initially at the rooftop party, so whatever. Okay. Then she says, okay, so we gonna get on to the party, right? So Miko, her anniversary party comes up, and this bitch she goes, titty shake. Girl, don't do that. Them bitches look freeze dried. Them joints look so bad. Like, her titties look so bad. Like, if I swear, don't shake them, cause one might fall off. Cause I'm just saying. But whatever. Brent, did y'all notice Brent just looked so uninterested? Like, he just really, really looked like she gets on his nerves. Maybe I misread it, but y'all let me know what y'all think. He just really looked uninterested, and it was something about the lighting, maybe, that I don't know, her makeup, it just looked like it was like a color shift type of makeup. Like, it looked greenish at some point, then it looked like brownish. It just looked off. But anyway, Crystal talking about, you know, she feels like their relationship, Brent and Miko's relationship, is the realest. It's so genuine and everything. Meanwhile, Brent is calling Miko a ball and chain and basically laughing at her ass. Okay, so it would be Crystal to say their relationship looks so real. Crystal and Stacy both said the same thing about Miko's relationship. That's some bullshit. But anyway, we see also at the party that Miko wants to play matchmaker for Crystal and is like, let me show you what type of guys you should be dealing with. Now, bitch, why are you all in her business? That's just stupid. So then Crystal sits down with the guy, real cute guy. He was also a football player, you know, and they're just having small talk or whatever. But Crystal's like, yeah, I ain't gave him no coochie in a minute, but I'm not just gonna give it to anybody. So she's jaded, basically. She's jaded, and it just is what it is. So it's not just ball players that will do you dirty, that come with bullshit. People in general come with bullshit. Regular ass niggas walking on the street every day, niggas and bitches, come with bullshit. Like, she's jaded. So, you know, she says that's why she ain't with Ray Ray no more. But whatever. We'll see who she end up with next if we see that on the show. So Miko, in her moment of splendor, she's like, baby daddy. This is why I said she probably gets on his nerves, because it irritated me. And I don't know if it's just because Miko just in general irritates the public, but I don't know, that just, baby daddy, that just was irritating to me. And then she goes on to say, yeah, the secret to our marriage is, sometimes I be wanting to hit him upside his head and all of this and that. But the secret is that I don't never let none of y'all know that. Bitch, you just did. You just told a whole room of people. So what are we even doing? What are we, I don't know. And so Stacy, we see this short little scene where Stacy asks Miko where's the Chihuahua, talking about Geneva. Geneva's not even there, okay? But these bitches still talking shit about her, which I see that's just the way they are. That's just what they do, and that's the way they roll. So Miko hops in her feelings yet again about Geneva not being there, okay, because she's under the impression that she and Geneva are such good friends, and she said earlier in the episode that she was so glad that she and Geneva could get together and discuss things and still be cool. But now all of a sudden Geneva doesn't come to the party, so she has a problem now with Geneva. So she goes off and she calls Geneva and she says, well, basically she was telling Geneva that Geneva owes her to at least call her and let her know that she's not coming. I mean, but Geneva was like, well, Miko, I never said that I was coming to your party to begin with, but I don't know. Miko just really has this inflated sense of self to make her think that everybody around her owes her something. Okay, but Geneva's like, ain't with that bullshit. She's like, bitch, I didn't tell you I was coming to your party. That I'm over this. Go enjoy your party, basically. And she hung up the phone on Miko. So again, Miko uses this opportunity to bring up Kiafa's name and says that Kiafa has something to do with Geneva not coming to her party. And I don't know. I'm just like, what the fuck is your obsession with Kiafa? That's what I'm trying to get to, and I'm hoping in the next couple of episodes we see what the issue is, if there really is one particular issue that she has with Kiafa. But here we go again with Miko now questioning whether or not she really wants to be friends with Geneva. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of friends. Like, I really don't call people my friends. Like, I have family, okay? And they're very few. So to me, a person who is always wanting to have so many friends, and this doesn't apply to everybody, but just from seeing the way Miko moves, it just seems like she is very needy of attention and she wants people to want her, if y'all understand what I'm saying. Anyway, y'all, that pretty much was the end of the episode. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what y'all think of the episode. How do y'all feel about how Miko constantly is going at Kiafa? Like, cause Kiafa really could care less about that shit. Like, she puts no energy, no effort really into these types of situations, the same kind of effort that Miko does, because Kiafa's not always talking about Miko. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've seen, she could care less. So anyway, y'all, we will be back next week for another episode review of Baller Wives, and then Sunday we have the season finale of Power. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in, sticking with me through these reviews, and to all my new subscribers, thank you guys so much for supporting a little old YouTuber such as myself. I really appreciate you watching, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do that now. Getting tongue tied. Do that now. And turn your notifications on so you can be notified when I upload. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night. And again, thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all next week.